Good afternoon, folks. I'm delighted to welcome each and every one of you to the seventh edition of Decoding Adyogi Platform. But this time we are decoding product performance management with Adyogi. And we are back with a break, but I'm sure this session is going to be as insightful as our previous sessions. And today we'll be talking about how the Adyogi platform helps you track product level performance and how you can prevent budget spillovers while tracking the product level performance and how you can scale ad revenue profitably. So stay tuned for the webinar and stay till the end because we have a surprise for you at the end of the webinar. All right. So for those who have just joined, welcome to the webinar. I will just request everybody to drop in a little bit about themselves in the chat box if you're working with us right now, if you're collaborating with us as our client, or even if you're just attending this webinar as a prospect and would want to know more about product performance management, then please drop a text in the chat box. We would love to know more about you. All right. So, talking about the agenda for today and the concept of product performance management, let me just give you a little bit of a context. So, after working with 350 plus brands across the span of 8 plus years at Adyogi, we have identified that the biggest challenge that e-commerce brands face is not creative fatigue. It's not audience overlap, it's not even RTOs if you have established strategies to deal with the same. But the one big challenge that is still faced, and they don't even know that it's a challenge, is that they are spending on products that are not performing well for them. They're spending on products that are bleeders for them and leading to budget leakages. And the amount of spends that are going to such products can be up to 25%. So a huge percentage of these products are going into a huge percentage of your ad budgets might be going into products that are not working out for you or might be non-profitable for you. So let me ask you this question. Would you still want to spend on such products? Would you not want to save these ad spends and utilize these budgets into scale your ad revenue and scale other products that might be profitable for you? So I hope the context is a bit clear now, and that's what we are going to help you do today to save budgets using PPM and help you scale ad revenue using product performance management with Adyogi. So before we proceed further, let me just give you a brief about myself. I'm Muskan. I'm a product marketer at Adyogi, and I'll be your host and speaker for the day. Along with me, I have Pranav, team lead of the product team at Adyogi. And last but not the least, I also have Shriram, the product manager at Adyogi, who will be answering your questions at the end of the webinar. So without any further ado, we can move to the agenda slide. And first, we'll understand, like I told you, the current challenges in e-commerce advertising, and we'll delve deep into it. And how does PPM solve those problems? Then we'll analyze the core features of PPM, and we'll also give you a walkthrough on how you can use these features on the Adyogi platform. If you've attended our previous webinars, you must have observed how we give you a run through of how to implement and use the Adyogi features in your performance marketing efforts. Then we have a value feature catalog rules, which we have recently launched to automate the process of categorization of your catalog. And lastly, like I said, the surprise of a free product performance audit by the Adyogi team. So get a chance to get this audit done if you stay till the end. Without any further ado, you have the floor, Pranav.
Thank you, Muskan, and a very good afternoon to everyone. Let's just jump right into the product performance management by Adyogi. Let's start with the current challenges that the e-commerce advertising industry currently face, that many brand owners and performance marketers currently face while running their D2C plans. So one of the major challenges that we face is a significant budget of your ad spends are currently going into underperforming products or products that are bleeding ad revenue or ad spends for you. So these are the products that currently, these are products that currently are less effective ones or do not effectively impact your ROAS in a positive way or negatively impact your ROAS. But since due to the algorithmic preference of Facebook or let's say Meta or Google, these products get a huge chunk of your ad spends. So a large chunk of products that can actually drive value for your brand, these products are being deprived of ad spends due to the fact that a large chunk of underperformers or low performing products are getting a significant chunk of it. And due to that, up to 10 to 20% of your ad spends are going on to these underperforming products, which are negatively impacting your ROAS or are ROAS neutral products. So the idea is to identify such products, and to counter this, we need to identify these underperforming products and start shifting spends onto more better products. So if we talk about the current challenges, every product in a D2C or let's say an e-commerce journey currently falls into any of these four segments. Now, this may look a little bit complex, but let's break it down into very simple structure. Every product may roughly fall into any of the four segments, which is A, hero products that are high spenders and high performance, that products that drive maximum revenue for you. B would be high potential products that currently have low spends but are driving high performances for you. The third would be low discoverability, that products where you have low visibility, that is low spenders and low performance, where significant spends have not been attributed and hence the performance computation is not a question currently. And the last is a non-performance, where products where spends have gone, which are high spenders but very low performance, or products that are not working out for you. So the idea is to understand this structure and to understand that where does the product lie, and to identify your problem areas and solve the problem areas. Now, how do we make sure that the current structure or the current spend distribution is optimized? There are three features that Adyogi offers, which helps you to optimize optimize your ad spends for these specific distributions. The first is the save budget feature, where you exclude non-performing products and non-profitable products using the stop loss automation. The second is the smart exclusions, where you prevent your ad spend wastages or ad spend leakage into going into products with broken inventory. And the last is the scale revenue feature, where we create dynamic product pipelines of profitable products or potential products, which can help scale your brand positively. So let's just pick up the first feature, which is save budgets. Now, the save budget feature ensures that your non-performing products are not part of your catalog or are not promoted in any of your catalog link tag. Now, this ensures that your ad spends are saved and your ad spend that is currently going into these non-performers is not being diverted into it. And that significant chunk can then be diverted to your best performers or your hero products. So with that to do, Adyogi offers the first-in-class product stop-loss feature that ensures that your non-performing products are excluded from all of your cataloging tags. The benefits of excluding these non-performers is A, it boosts your ROI and your precision. The second, protects your profit. Now, how do I ensure that product stop-loss works? I can directly go to my automations tab, and within that, I have the product stop-loss feature. Now, product stop loss feature allows you to set up your stop loss conditions basis multiple matrices. So you can set up your exclusion conditions basis your product page views, your total product spends, or the product price between a specific range. And then you can choose a specific metric on which you want to filter. So you can choose either to if you want to filter on basis of Google ROAS, or if you want to do it on a basis of blended ROAS and the conversion rate as well. Now, the best part about the product stop loss feature is this also can be done at a category level. So you can define or select a specific set of categories that you want to run your product stop loss on. And then within that, you can save the stop loss condition. And it also gives you the option to set up multiple rules of stop loss. So you can have multiple categories, and within those categories, you can have multiple stop loss rules as well. So what it does is it allows you to set up multiple specific category-based stop loss automation rules, so that one specific category can have one specific automation or exclusion rule, while the other category can have a different set of automation or exclusion rules. So let's say in case if you have a category called shirts, which offers, let's say, low price products, the conversion rate would be, let's say, very high for low price products as compared to a category, let's say, high-end purses, where your conversion rate can be very low. So just to create these multiple settings or multiple conditions for multiple categories gives you the option and the flexibility to manage your catalog effectively and exclude products based on the specific requirement of a specific category. Now, by just saving or let's say not running these non-performing products in any of the cataloging tags, you have the option to save from 8 to 10% of your ad spends that is currently going into all of these non-performing categories. The second thing that you can do is also focus on the profitability of your products, which essentially means that when you set up a stop loss condition, you can define that what should be the base criteria. And then on basis of that, you can define that if a product has got minimum amount of audience views or impressions, which is your product page views, and your conversion rate is between a specific range, or you can also define it on basis of blended ROAS, that if the ROAS of a product is above a certain specific criteria and that profitability X works for you, then you can define a product and that should not be excluded. Anything below that specific product category or below that ROAS range should be excluded from all of your catalog link tags. So this gives you the option to save a lot of your ad spends budget by not running on any of your underperforming ads. The next section that we want to pick up is the smart exclusions, which is the stock status rule. Now, at a brand level, every brand has certain pivot size or important sizes. So let's say in case if I talk about an apparel-based brand, your medium, large, and XL becomes your important or your pivotal sizes, where in case if this is part of your in-stock section, the product has a very high chance of conversion as compared to, let's say, the lesser pivotal size, such as your double XL or let's say triple XL. So keeping the current stock status or automating the stock status so that only products where your current stock is part of a catalog, then your ad should be then those products should be part of your ads. This is how you can set up your smart exclusions using the Adyogi logic. So you can exclude your broken inventory sizes. Now, what it does is it gives your end users an enhanced shopping experience where only available relevant products that drive traffic are part of the cataloging ads. An audience, when they land on those specific ads, they see the specific product and the size, and then that's when the traction happens. In case if the certain, let's say in case if an important size is out of stock, your ad should not start showing those products because then it may lead to ad spend wastage. And second is it also automatically allows you to optimize your ad spend budget allocation by not wasting budget on, let's say, wasted or let's say your out of stock or your non-core sizes. Now, how do you ensure that only the core sizes are part of your in-stock and that is how you keep your stock status? Just go to the catalog configuration section. And within that, you have the option of the last option, which is tag in stock if any of the variant sizes in stock. Either A, you can define a core size, which is, let's say, any of these sizes, or you can also define core sizes based on the specific category. So you can pick up a specific category and you can define the core sizes or the pivotal sizes. Now, what happens is only when these pivotal sizes are in stock will your ad show those specific products and your ad spends actually goes to those products that are currently containing these sizes. Once the logic or once these pivotal sizes are not part of your product section, the ad will stop showing all of these products and hence your ad spend will not go will not waste on any of these products where these sizes are not available. So but just by keeping a correct status of your stock, you can ensure that your ad spends are correctly optimized. And this what it does is also gives you an enhanced user experience and optimizes your ad spends by not leaking your ad budget. Now, once these two features are done, when you have saved a significant amount of budget, not going into any of your, let's say, these broken sizes or these non-performers, what you do is you currently optimize the non-performing section or the non-performing quadrant, which essentially ensures that products that are non-performing for you. These products do not get a significant chunk of your ad spends, and hence this spend then can be diverted to the other relevant cohort, which is your high potential, your hero products, or in that case, your low discoverability as well. Now, when you have saved budget, how do you ensure that certain spends go into any of the remaining three cohorts? What you do is you essentially then pick up the scale revenue feature, which allows you to create these dynamic product segments or dynamic product pipelines, which automatically refreshes your data on a real-time basis and targets certain specific customer groups so that the right set of audience sees the right set of products. Now, what you do is you can create these dynamic product segments to target ads for maximum results and customize your product sets accordingly. So what you can do is you can create your hero set, your high potential and your low discovery product segments using the smart ad feature. Now you can go to the Adyogi panel and then click on the button to create smart ad. Now within that, select a specific product category and let's say any specific category. And then you can choose the price range, enable the Adyogi filter and choose the price range feature. Now within that, you can define the price range that you want to run it on and the conversion rate for the minimum number of views. Now, how do you create certain segments? You can define, let's say in case if you want to pick up a high product or let's say a hero product, you can define the number of views that products that have got a considerable number of views and a good conversion rate that is in the ranges of your account average. Create a product set or dynamic product set of such products and then run ads on top of these products. In case, let's say if you want to create a potential category, you can also define the number of range and then you create a potential product category set as well. So this ensures that you have created a dynamic segment where your product set keep getting automatically refreshed and your audiences are targeted with the right set of ads or right set of products in the first place. So when you create these high dynamic product segments, it has the impact of affecting your overall ROAS by 1.5x as we've observed across the industry. These layered smart ads or these dynamic product segments have a better engagement or a better ROAS capacity as compared to your all product smart ads. Now, with that, we come to the feature poll. where we define what was the favorite feature for you or which feature do you think will bring you the maximum impact.
So before we move on to the next segment of the session, we would like to understand what was your favorite feature till now. Was it save budgets by automatically identifying and removing non-performing products, or smart exclusions, which Pranav talked about, where you can prevent burning ad spends on products with broken inventory or broken sizes? And lastly, scaling ad revenue by promoting the right products using Adyogi's smart ads or dynamic product segments. So drop in your answers and let us know what was your favorite feature till now so that we can build more upon it and give you an overview and more understanding of that feature. Save budgets, smart exclusions, scale revenue. All right, I hope you guys have put in your choice in the poll. We'll be closing the poll in another 2 seconds. All right, let's see the results now. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference in save budgets and scale revenue, but it's good to know that you want to promote the right products in your catalog using our dynamic product segments and smart ads. So you can try the same in case you're already an Adyogi user. You can always create a smart ad on the Adyogi platform. If you're not an Adyogi user, you can always get in touch with us and get to know how you can use our dynamic product segments and create a segment of your high potential hero products, low discoverable products, etc. to promote in your Meta and Google ads. All right, so moving on to the next section, we have a value feature that we have just launched on the platform. Let me just present my screen and it should be on your screen pretty soon. All right. Pranav, could you confirm if it's visible?
It's visible, Muskan.
All right. So the value feature that we are talking about here is the automated categorization of products. So you can save time and efforts by automatically categorizing your products into different categories using Adyogi's catalog rules. So right now it might sound wordy, but let me simplify it for you. So you know how there are some products that might be attributed or that might be categorized into more than one category. Let's say in your catalog, there's a product called men's shirt. And since shirt and t-shirts are almost the same when it comes to nomenclature, it might be categorized into both the categories. So to prevent this and to attribute your products into the right category or the best category, what you can do is you can come to the Adyogi platform and choose the catalog rules and go to the Adyogi catalog rules and just create a rule by clicking on create new rule. So what you can do is choose the which field would you like to choose, product category level 1. Here I want to uh, automatically categorize my men's shirts in my catalog. So let's say I'm a men's apparel brand and I want to categorize my shirts differently, t-shirts differently, pants differently, and so on and so forth. So here I'm going to choose if the product title contains shirts, and I will add another condition if the title does not contain t-shirt, only then attribute the product or allocate the product into the men's shirts category. So this basically helps me control my categories better, and I can also add another condition, which is gender. So let's say if I were a brand selling products from both the genders, or let's say I was a marketplace having multiple products on multiple brands with multiple categories, right? So I could have chosen gender contains male. So using these conditions, you can have a better control over your categorization in the catalog. Now, coming to the point why this categorization is important is because while tracking the performance of each category, you want to see the categories in a streamlined manner. Right, you want to track the performance of each and every metric of each and every category, just like how you will see over here in the catalog category section on the Adyogi platform. So to see this in a streamlined manner and in a clear manner, what you will see here is the summary of all the categories and the metrics alongside each and every category. To make sure that these categories are streamlined, it is very important that you set the categorization either manually or in an automated way. If you want to do it manually, it's going to take you at least an hour or so. If you want to do it on an automated manner, so that whenever you add a product in your e-commerce store, it gets automatically attributed to the category you want it to be attributed to. That's when you can use our catalog rules on the Adyogi platform. So I hope this feature will be helpful for you, as it not only helps you save time and effort, but it also helps you to have a better structure in your reporting, and you don't have to go across different platforms, Meta, Google Analytics, etc., GMC, etc., to track the performance of each and every category. All you have to do is set automated rules on the Adyogi platform, and that's how you can track the performance of each and every category. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Now, moving on to my personal favorite section of today's webinar. If you want to know the distribution of products that Pranav just mentioned, high potential, hero products, low discoverability, non-performers. If you want a free product performance audit done by the Adyogi team, our product experts and e-commerce experts, then all you got to do is scan this QR code right here, or just fill the Google form that we have sent in the chat box. You have to put in your details such as name, website, email ID, and we will be reaching out to you within a week's time so that we can get the details we need to get this product performance audit done for you. So let me tell you some benefits of these product performance audit. Firstly, we will segment your products in your catalog into four quadrants, like Pranav has already explained to you: hero products, high potential, low discoverable, and non-performers. Once you know the segmentation of these products, you can efficiently create your ad strategy in such a manner and promote the products that you want to promote. So every time you're promoting the products in the right manner and in the right fashion in your Facebook and Google ads. All right. In case you have already scanned the QR code, just put a thumbs up in the chat box, or just put done in the chat box. We would be reaching out to you, and we will also roll out a mail after this webinar to all those who have stayed with us till the end of the webinar. And we are extremely excited to get this audit done for you, because it's going to help you a lot in refining your ad strategy. Since catalog is the backbone of any e-commerce business, it's very important where your products are situated inside this quadrant, and how you can transform it into hero products, or how you can exclude your non-performers so that you can save budgets and you can also scale revenue. All right, so we are now open to questions. If you have scanned this QR code. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat box or put it in the Q&A section. Today, we discussed everything about product performance management. We took up three core features of product performance management, that is save ad budgets, prevent budget spillovers, smart product exclusions to prevent promoting products with broken inventory, scaling ad revenue using Adyogi smart product segments, and lastly, one value feature which helps you to categorize your catalog into streamlined categories for better reporting, better control, and better performance tracking. Lastly, free product performance audit. If you have any doubts related to how this audit can help you, or if this is relevant for you, then please drop it in the chat box and we'd be happy to take this up. All right. So Yeah, so we will be sharing the recording with all of those who have joined the webinar. Since there's a question in the chat box, don't worry, we'll be sharing the recording to everyone, with everyone who has joined the webinar. But if you want to get your questions answered in real time right now with our experts from the product team, then please do drop in the question in the chat box. All right, I think we have one or two questions in the chat box currently. So the first question is, my brand only has X number of top performers, but somehow it may reach stagnation at some point in time. How do I increase the top performing products? All right. So this question is basic. They do not want to reveal the number of products, the number of top performers in their catalog, but they have identified it in their catalog, which is a good step. But they are willing to know how do they want, how can they increase the number of top performing products? That's actually a very good question because at a certain point of time, as Pranav would also agree in his experience, that brands do reach that level of stagnation where they are not able to increase the number of top performers in the catalog. So, Pranav, I would like to direct this question to you. What would your say would be for this question?
Thank you, Muskan. As you've rightly pointed out, and as the question goes, there happens to be an n number of top performers which drives your maximum revenue. But it may come point to a time where these products may reach that inflection point where conversions do not happen, or let's say profitability gets affected because these top performers have reached to their maximum potential of performance. Now, this is when, let's say, if you look at the current screen, this is when the high potential and the low discoverability quadrants come into picture, or these segments come into picture, where your high potential products, which are currently low spenders, where you've not dedicated a very good amount of ad spends, but they're still giving you good returns, or let's say good performance. This is where you want to tap these products into picture, and then this is where you want to start marketing these products effectively. And similarly, it goes for low discoverability as well, where let's say products which have not got certain amount of, let's say, audience traction, let's say any impression that they've not got in any of your paid ads, you can then also start tapping into these low discovery products as well. So the idea is to keep the wheel churning, where your high potential then becomes, and it helps you to identify a next set of top performers as well. So just keep tapping into these quadrants to keep refreshing your top performing cycle. I hope that answers the question.
I hope so too. That was explained very well. Our next question is about catalog rules and how frequently do catalog rules that I just explained get updated. So, catalog rules get updated quite frequently. Every 1 hour should be the ideal case. And in case that's not the case, you can always come and reach out on the Adyogi platform itself on the help widget that we have on the platform. So your categories should be your product should be categorized on a real-time basis on the Adyogi platform. The lag should not be more than of 1 hour between the your e-commerce store and the Adyogi platform. I hope that answers your question too. The next question we have is about dynamic price bands. So um, I think it's related to the stop loss feature. In the stop loss feature, we have different benchmarks. So, Pranav, could you? The question is not very clearly explained, but could you take up the stop loss benchmarks again that you
Got it. Got it.
explained in this? Yeah.
Let me just share my screen. So let's just go back to the stop loss feature. Now, this question particularly could relate to, let's say, multiple benchmarks at a brand level, if I'm not wrong. So, which again, let's pick up the question. Let's say, in case if you're clicking on adding a rule, you can, let's say, select multiple dynamic features, or let's say, dynamic attributes to set up your product stop loss section. So, let's say, in case if you have a category called, let's say, saris, and within sari, you have multiple price points for that matter. So by nature, it is as observed in the e-commerce spaces. If a product has a low price, the conversion rate has a very good chance of being on a higher side. And if the price of a product, or let's say if the product's price is on a higher side, the conversion rate can be on a lower side, or let's say on a lower segment, because people do not buy your high AOV products that frequently. In India, it's a very price sensitive market. So what you can do is you can select a specific category, and then you can define the pricing. So let's say in case if I select saris, and I can say that if my sari is ranging from, let's say, 100 rupees to, let's say, 1500 rupees, I want my conversion rate to be between, let's say, 1 to, let's say, 2%, or let's say conversion rate higher than, let's say, 2%. But, and then I can save this rule. But I can then also define a second rule which says that in case if my selected sari category has a price range of more than, let's say, 1500 or let's say 2000, my conversion rate should be within the range of 0.2 to 0.9%. So by this, what you can do is for one specific category, you can define multiple segments. And in case, let's say, if it's a heterogeneous brand which caters multiple categories of products, you can define all such product stop loss rules or based on multiple categories. So one category can have multiple set of rules, and then you can have multiple set of rules for n number of categories. So this ensures that even though your brand is very dynamic, product stop loss automatically picks up all the dynamic parameters for your specific brand and automatically exclude non-performers from each category. So I hope that answers the question in terms of dynamic attributes or dynamic pricing at a brand.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have another question related to the quadrant that was presented, and it's specifically related to the low discoverability quadrant that we have on the um, uh, on the product performance audit that we just discussed as well. So it basically says that why are my ads not getting delivered, or why are my products not getting enough traction, and what could be the reason behind it, and how can we identify those products from the Adyogi platform? So Pranab, if you could go to the product analytics section and tell our attendees here how they can identify these low discoverable products and how they can use these identify these products and then promote them in their catalog ads.
Got it. So what you can do is just go to your product section, and then you have the funnel view and then your analytics section where you can identify that any product which has, let's say, got a small number of product page views, but a very good, let's say, or let's say a very mid or a very average conversion rate. So that products or those products can be your low discovered products. So now let's say essentially, what I can do is I can identify such products which are low discovered products where my spends have not gone, my product page views are currently not very high, and essentially my conversions are also not very great. So this helps you to identify low discovered products. And simultaneously, when you've identified your low discovered products, you can also create a dynamic pipeline to run these products or understand what is the profitable chunk of these products. So what you can do is just go to your smart ads, and within your smart ads, select a specific category. So in this case, let's say, let's pick up any specific category. Let's open this up and let's just create a price range structure. So now this helps you to, start marketing your low discovered products basis the profitability criteria. So, as we have observed, a lot of brands have currently faced the question that, a large chunk of the inventory can be very on the low discovered front, where people are not seeing a lot of these SKUs in any of the ads, and they keep promoting their top performers or their high potential products to gain the maximum profit. But you need to understand that your low discovery products can also contain your next set of high potential or your hero products. Now, the idea is to not directly start marketing all of your low discovery products because you do not know what could be the performance of these products. But the idea right now is to understand what is the profitable sectors within these low discoverability products. So in case if your low discovery is, let's say, 100 products, for example, you can then start identifying that what is the best set of products that can give me the maximum profitability within these low discovers. So you can define that, any basis your brand's conversion rate. You can define that products that, let's say, in case if your brand average is, let's say, somewhere around 1%, you can say that any product that is currently at 0.7% to, let's say, maximum 3%, and has, let's say, got from 0 to maximum, let's say, 100 views, for example, basis whatever conditions that your brand is currently standing at. So any product that is currently getting very low views, but it is also giving you an average conversion rate, you can then identify those low discovered products where you have not significantly attributed any specific spends, and then start marketing these products in your smart ad. So this gives you the option to also untap, let's say, also tap your low discovered products and create a profitable segment of those products.
That sounds like a plan. I think you should be doing such experimentation before you close the year, because next year you have to have your strategies ready to combat especially the traction that you will be getting during the competition that you will have during Republic Day sales and the wedding season that is coming up in northern geographies. So conduct this experimentation right now, at least on low budget, so that you know which products fall under which category for you. And if you want to get this done automatically without any manual effort by us, then like I said, you can get a free product performance audit done using the Adyogi's advanced solutions that we have built on the platform, and our data analytics solutions, where we will identify your products and the categories they fall into, depending upon the ROAS that works for you and the spends that work for you. So all you got to do is fill up the Google form that we have shared in the chat box. We will be sharing the link again. Fill up the form or put your details into it, and we will reach out to you so that we can get the required details from you and get this audit done for you. So I hope this session was useful for all the attendees who stayed with us till the end. I hope you derived some value from this concept called product performance management that we have recognized from our experience of so many years of handling so many e-commerce clients. And I hope you derive some value and you do implement the strategies we just discussed in today's session. In case we have no more questions, we would be closing the session. We would be staying on the call, but in case you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand, and we'd be happy to answer them. So the Google form should be in your chat box right now. Just click on the Google form and put in your details, and get ready to hear from us as we reach out to you for your details and for your ad account access in case you're not an AdYogi user. And yeah, I think you should be receiving a product performance audit very soon, where you can identify your high potential, non-performing, a hero product specifically. Hero products is where the gold lies, and that helps you a lot while scaling up, especially during events such as, let's say, the Valentine's Day sale that is coming up in the next 2 months, and even during the holiday season that we have the New Year's sale, the Christmas sale, etc. So do make sure that you fill up this form and wait for us to reach out to you for the audit to be done. Thank you so much for joining. In case you do not have any questions, feel free to drop off. But in case you do have questions or you would like to chat with us regarding anything related to the topics we discussed today during the session, please feel free to raise your hand and we'd be happy to address it. All right, so I think we do not have any more questions. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Hope to see you next month with the eighth edition of Decoding Adyogi Platform. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you for being a panelist in the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Uh, See you next month. Bye bye.